Hello everyone, and welcome to our fun and fabulous tour of Idaho, the state that has been stealing hearts and making headlines. Welcome to our channel. My name is Kirsten Powell, and together with my husband Rick and daughter Kaitlin, we own and operate the Powell Group here in beautiful Boise, Idaho. And we are so happy that you decided to visit our channel to learn more about real estate and the incredible place that we are fortunate to call home. We invite you to hit that subscribe button so when we do post new videos, you'll be notified immediately. We cover real estate as well as local information about Boise and the Treasure Valley. Now let's explore why our state is capturing hearts and headlines. Idaho is becoming an economic powerhouse. It's quietly ranked number 4 in the country, and our economy is strong yet modest. It's much like a quiet superhero. Adding to this allure, Idaho has become a business paradise with venture capitalists now finding their way here. It's like Silicon Valley, but with more cows and less traffic. Safety is a big deal here too. When it comes to safety, Idaho boasts the lowest crime rate west of the Mississippi. And here you are more likely to encounter a potato thief than an actual thief. Our tax rates are refreshingly low, ensuring big smiles all the way around, which is also an attraction to so many people who are thinking about moving here. And for the burger enthusiasts, guess what? We now have the first In-N-Out in the state, and it's located right here in Meridian. Your average wait time for burgers, fries, and a shake might be 4 hours, but consider that a small price to pay for burger bliss that so many people rave about. Personally, we think they're so-so. Just as a heads up, there is no bacon on the menu. Now, if you really want to find a great burger, head on over to Instagram and follow Burger Boy. As our friend DJ, he's going to be your ultimate guide for the best burgers here in Boise and the Treasure Valley. So what's the quality of life here in Idaho? Well, we can say it's a perfect 10 out of 10, not even up for debate. Think fresh air, less traffic, and night skies sprinkled with stars. Idaho's growth is as rapid as it is charming. Now, being the 4th fastest growing state here in the Union, we can definitely attest to that. Heck, even AARP have us ranked as a top destination to live and retire. Could it be our famous potatoes that are pulling people into the state of Idaho? Well, speaking of potatoes, ours, they are so good that you will forget about fries from anywhere else. And I can tell you, do not forget about the fry sauce. Now, if you don't know what fry sauce is, let me share what it is. It is a combination of 1 part tomato ketchup and 2 parts mayonnaise, and sometimes you can sprinkle in various spices. And fun fact, the potatoes that are used for fries at McDonald's around the country are coming here from Idaho. Mother Nature seems to favor Idaho too, with no huge natural disasters to speak of. We do have occasional smoke from wildfires in our neighboring states, but we have very few of our own. And we cannot stress enough, we have some of the most pristine wilderness that you will ever see. It's like living in a postcard. So let me take you on a quick journey through Idaho, an absolute paradise for anyone who loves the great outdoors. Picture this, you're in a place where every turn offers a new adventure. First up, we're gonna go hiking and biking. Idaho, I can tell you, got trails for days. Whether you are meandering through the peaceful forest or scaling our many mountains, or just following the flow of the rushing rivers, well, guess what? There is a trail for just every type of explorer. It's like nature's own theme park, but we think way better. Though Idaho is landlocked, let me share with you our amazing water sports. Idaho is practically overflowing with rivers and lakes. Feel like kayaking in calm waters or craving that thrill of whitewater rafting? Well, we have that here. Or maybe you just want to have a quiet fishing trip. Well, we got you covered there as well. Idaho waters are just waiting for you to dive in, but do know that they can be somewhat frigid. However, they warm up about mid to late summer. So how is winter in Idaho? Well, we can tell you that we think it is pure magic. The state transforms into a winter wonderland, perfect for skiing, snowboarding, or even snowshoeing. Imagine hitting the slopes after a fresh snowfall, looking out over the mountain vistas that will make your Instagram followers jealous. We should tell you that the Treasure Valley, where Boise is located, we do not get quite as much snow as other parts of our state and also the mountains. As for winter in Boise, well, most days of snowfall in Boise leave just a skiff, amounting to less than an inch of fresh snow on the ground. For 6 days of the year, on average, the amount of new snow totals at least an inch. And on average, we get about 20 inches a year. Heavy snowstorms, well, they are uncommon for Boise. Snowstorms of over 5 inches a day normally don't occur most years. Major blizzards that dump 10 inches or more in one day, well, they're not really expected here. If we have snow in the morning, many times it is melted or gone by mid-afternoon. So when you ask about the weather in Boise, you will often hear the following. If you don't like the weather, well, wait 5 minutes because it is sure to change. Now, for all of you wildlife watchers, Idaho is like a live-action nature documentary. The wilderness here is teeming with life. Think elk, moose, bald eagles, quail, hawks, and we cannot forget about the abundance of geese. Now, those geese, they are certainly lovely. However, when spring arrives and they prep for migration, they tend to shed some of their winter weight, and guess what? That becomes landmines throughout the downtown Boise area. So make sure that you pay attention to where you walk. Stargazers, you're gonna love this. Idaho's night skies are a cosmic showstopper, especially in our rural areas. We have minimal light pollution, which means the stars shine just for you. So it's like having your own personal planetarium. Plus, with so many camping spots, you can gaze at the stars all night from the comfort of your tent or an RV camper, which I believe is almost a prerequisite for anyone living here in Idaho. In Idaho, every outdoor activity adds a page to your adventure story. It's not just a destination, it truly is a backdrop for unforgettable experiences, and it will at times overwhelm your senses. Just fair warning on that. Check it out. We're even that cool neighbor with Eastern Oregon who has been eyeing to join our state, but most likely that's not going to happen. Here in Boise, we do have an awesome airport. It is small, yet we can be considered an international airport because we do have flights to Canada, so that's technically a start, correct?
False.
From a cost of living standpoint, living here is surprisingly affordable. And it's offering more bang for your buck than Washington, Oregon, or California. And over the last several years, the median home prices, well, they have risen, but they are still more affordable than the states that I just mentioned. And having lived in many different states before making Idaho our home, we can tell you that the cost of utilities, HOA dues, and car registrations and such are much lower than anywhere else in the country. And let's not forget, Idaho is actually home to the cult classic Napoleon Dynamite. Now that's Idaho gold. If you have not seen this movie, make sure you head on over to Hulu because they have it playing right now. Well, that's Idaho for you folks, the state where life is as good as our potatoes. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I had filming it for you. If you're ready to explore what Idaho has to offer you, give us a call so we can talk to you about what a relocation to our beautiful state has to offer.